Parents, listen, I want you to take a second. Imagine that your teenager is going to a party wearing an ankle monitor, a pretrial ankle monitor on that tracks their every move. Forget for a moment why your child has it on because at this moment it holds no importance. Somehow, that night, he or she still happens to vanish and is never heard from again. Because that's exactly what happened to Concepcion Moreno's son. His ankle monitor shows his last location, but to this very day, he is still missing. Years without your child contacting any of his or her family. The place is Houston, Texas, the mecca of crime, a police force that is constantly under scrutiny for alleged lackluster investigations. What if an eyewitness tells you that she saw your son being killed and still nothing happens, discredited by those same alleged underperforming lawmen? That's why I need all of you to help me shine light on this case, giving it the attention it rightfully deserves. This family needs closure, now more than ever. This is the tragic story of Alexander AJ Silva's disappearance. Welcome to Crimes Among Us.
Hey y'all, my name is Concepcion Moreno. My son was Alexander Silva III, aka Lil AJ. He went missing back in April 2021. Uh, since then we haven't seen my son, and here it is going on 4 years, April 2025. He was wearing a pretrial ankle monitor, and we just are trying to look for answers. We're trying to look for anything. We as a family have been going out looking for him, searching for answers. We just want justice. So if anybody out there knows anything or anyone, please come forward. Please don't be afraid. You can find out everything that we have done over the 3 years by Googling his name, Alexander Silva, Silva, the third. Or you can type in um, disappeared while wearing an ankle monitor. He was 19 years old, and he should still be here with his family. So you can also find me, Justice for Little AJ, the number 4. Little AJ on TikTok, as well as my brother's page, Justice, the spell out FOR, Little AJ, and you can hear everything that we have done over the years. Thank you, Justice for AJ.
AJ was a social butterfly, and according to his family, you could always catch him on social media. One thing for sure about AJ, if he was okay, he would have found some way to contact his family by now. But it's been years, and his voice has gone silent. Only 19 years old when he disappeared on April 16th, 2021. The following depicts a timeline of the days before, during, and after AJ's disappearance. The month of April had just started and AJ was at his mom's house. She says he was acting strange and not his normal self, but AJ had court on April 5th and could have been nervous. From April 11th to April 16th, records show that there were violations reported on his ankle monitor, tampered with on the 14th, but then it goes completely off on the 15th. Comes back on the 16th. Now, the most troubling timeline shows that AJ was at a warehouse for 41 hours straight. Between the dates of April 16th and April 17th, AJ's ankle monitor pinged in Lumberdale, where he was supposedly at a party. No locations have been seen on the ankle monitor since April 17th, 2021, around 11:30 p.m. The following Wednesday, AJ's girlfriend called his mom looking for him, which seems strange because to her knowledge, she was with him at his cousin's last at a party in Lumberdale. Lumberdale is known for parties and warehouses, a common occurrence in that area.
And shit AJ was sending me. I even got in front of I don't know if he's your husband or your ex-husband or whatever, but AJ's dad on my knees and begged AJ to act right and stuff because he wanted to cut his ankle armor off. He wanted this, he wanted that, and then something about his cousin, one of his female cousins who got beat up.
I don't know.
He was on a mission for her. Because her mama, I know for a fact, her mama asked AJ to fuck up her boyfriend. That whoever his cousin is, that got put in the hospital. She asked him to handle her boyfriend.
I haven't heard no cousin.
I found out. Huh?
I said I haven't heard a cousin, so it might be a play cousin.
I don't know. It's some little 16-year-old little white girl, and then Her mom, I don't want to put shit out there like that, but I know for a fact that her mom asked AJ to handle him.
Okay, well, who was that though?
I don't know who she is. That's what I mean. It's some little cousin that got put in the hospital by her boyfriend. And I'm not supposed to know this.
AJ had vanished, and the authorities allegedly treated this like AJ was nothing more than a runaway from the very start. AJ's mom was a warrior. She had a lot on her plate, but backup was coming. Her brother, known to the TikTok community as Uncle Paul, drove over 800 miles from New Mexico to Houston in search of clues. He created a Facebook page called Justice for Lil AJ with views in the millions. He got on the streets, talked to people, questioned people in the area, something that you just have to do if you feel like authorities aren't doing enough. They don't have enough time. You got to get out there and fight for your kids. Fight for your loved ones. During his investigation, a lady admits that she believes she witnessed AJ getting murdered during one of those parties. She said that she saw a young man matching his description running through the containers that they have outside, chased by a dark-skinned person running after him with a gun, and when they got to the fence, AJ was shot in the head and then the stomach. Houston police would investigate these claims. They told Fox 26 that the woman changed her story and was not a credible witness. But the length of time that it took Houston PD to actually investigate what a crime may have occurred will shock you.
Hello. Good morning. All right, ma'am. Thanks for coming in. Lieutenant Morris and Sergeant McCord, Sergeant Boswell. Get some questions in. We're here today to discuss your son, AJ, obviously, okay? And I know you've been very passionate and involved about the case, and we're here to help you find him, okay? That's been our main objective. But we need to stay civil in this meeting, okay? I don't want your emotions to get the better of you, okay? If that happens, we'll have to end the meeting. To elaborate on that, we've gotten several calls, emails, complaints from various people basically saying we're not doing that, and that's just not true, okay? This whole case packet here is the work product of about 25 officers, and we've been actively looking for them, okay? So we're documenting the meeting today to prevent any misunderstandings, okay? We want to make sure that we identify any inconsistencies, we go over the facts with you, and if you have any new information, we're going to review that, okay? But as reminded by detectives, there's been instances where you and your family have been reminded about interfering with police investigations, okay? Of using 911 and basically interfering with some of the facts. It makes it hard for us to follow on leads when you guys are trying to get ahead of us, okay? All of that is behind us and we're moving forward, okay? With that, we'll have Sean Detective King.
So, is there anything new that you all are any questions
Yeah, I wrote down some questions because, again, I don't remember, so I have to write them down. Why haven't they lumen on the street where the eyewitness stated there was a body? Even though she described the person that she seen, she described my son, okay? Which is, we went out and we brought it to his attention. He got a confirmation. He went out there. The witness stated she showed him everything. Why didn't the street get luminol? Another question.
Let us answer any. We'll try to answer everything one by one, okay? So then we'll start going on with the trail. So, from my understanding, he was reported missing from that location around mid-April 17th, right around there, right? Investigators didn't get out there until June. Within that 2-month time period, there was various days of incremental weather, rain, dust, other people traveling. That kind of deteriorates any evidence. Okay, so normally that's done when we have substantiated evidence. And all the detectives had to go on was a statement from one witness, right? And she was discredited. So that's the reason why that wasn't done. And normally that's not done outside, that's done inside buildings.
Another thing, how come they haven't done forensics on a warehouse?
Which warehouse?
The warehouse that it seemed at 3605.
All I can say to that was the homicide investigators didn't find any evidence to lead them inside to that location.
Okay. The soil, have y'all checked the soil? And when I say this, we did grab soil at around the same time that eyewitness stated. We have soil that we put up. How come the soil was never tested? Again, another thing, the eyewitness, she said that the people came with a trash bag. There was a trash bag still out there. Why didn't that get fixed out?
I can't speak for what occurred in the past, but I can follow up with that and see.
We're speaking about the same witness, right? The one that was discredited, so that means, you know what that means, that she was discredited?
Yeah.
That means that everything she said was a lie. So therefore, if somebody says something that's a lie, then it's not followed up because it was never true to begin with.
AJ was arrested early in 2021 and was required to wear an ankle monitor while he awaited trial. It was while he was wearing that device and being monitored by the Harris County court system that he disappeared. Listen, y'all, we are not perfect. We're all young once. We make mistakes, but AJ missing is no mistake. Houston, help us get answers by solving this burning question. What happened to AJ Silva? Uncle Paul Vasquez, Lil AJ's uncle, this one is for you.
Hi there, my name is Paul Vasquez. I'm known to my followers as Uncle Paul. In Hollywood, I need your help. I need a director or producer or writer that's brave enough to create a docu-series called We Are AJ, inspired by my nephew, who I've been trying to get justice for now for 2.5 years. Here's a bit of our story.
This is Paul Vasquez, AJ's uncle. Vasquez says his 20-year-old nephew, Alexander Silva, who also goes by AJ, was wearing an ankle monitor last April when he was last seen in this neighborhood on Lumberdale Road in Northwest Houston.
An ankle monitor is meant to keep close tabs on suspects who are out on bond. The mother of Alexander Silva wishes that was the case. She says she'd much rather her 19-year-old son be behind bars than missing and her having no idea of his whereabouts.
His ankle monitor spent 41 hours at a warehouse.
For 41 hours.
41 hours.
41
hours. This random warehouse. Silva's monitor was pinged for 41 hours.
Every weekend there's a party in the middle of these warehouses.
I saw the body and it was like this. I saw the body and then they turned him around and they put the trash bag.
There was a trash bag at the scene that the cadaver dogs gave a full alert to.
Get over. Tesla's alert location. My plastic bag, 101.7.
Now, those were our cadaver dogs, paid for by our private investigator. They also pinged right on the other side of this fence they did a full alert for the presence of human blood. HPD discredited them because they didn't ping on this side of that pole. You see the wire fence there? Because they didn't ping here, they pinged there. They must have just been wrong. Doesn't matter that we've had protests after protest after protest. It doesn't even matter that we've spoken at City Council 4 times.
And again, I will refer you to HBD. I am not familiar with the details.
Okay, so you're saying you just don't care. You just don't care. That's par for the course in this city. Nobody cares, including you, Mr. Mayor.
Councilmember Kubash.
Paul Vasquez, I want you to know that I do care.
Glad that the council member cares.
A veteran that Mayor Sylvester Turner honored on Memorial Day, his vehicle was seen leaving my nephew's girlfriend's trap house. His vehicle was seen leaving there. That's officially my nephew's blood because we had to get it independently tested. And they confirmed there are 2 types of human DNA in this, as well as battery acid.
And there was a fight. Who and who, I don't know. Okay?
No, don't be doing stuff like that.
No. Listen, I'm going to let you know. And I don't know how long this happened. The bloodshed everywhere down on the street, all the way to the mobile home park.
Are you aware of any bodies found here?
No, it was reported here at 3 in the morning, and police took it. We would have never known about it.
Wait, it was 3 in the morning?
No, we said if it was. If it was reported 3 in the morning, and it was...
The HPD won't get their own sample to take to the Harris County Forensics Lab, which happens to be a year behind schedule. Y'all, there's not a single 911 call for that entire weekend in this neighborhood, in the 4th largest city in America. Now, behind the warehouse is this swamp. Now, I do realize they can't drain it, but they didn't even look in it.
I know, but at the same time, some of the family is lying to cover their own ass.
Does she kind of give you the vibe that would set someone up to be dead? Was she killed? Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, man. All right, we'll leave it over. What happened to the girlfriend's car? Suddenly, it just broke down. Rear passenger fender is damaged. It's dented. Car just suddenly went missing. AJ's missing. The car's broke down. Well, this ad popped up on OfferUp a couple months ago. Look at this. See that? See that? Look at it. Look at it. What does that look like to you? Looks like blood, doesn't it? Yeah. Look at that. Now, we called Homicide. Homicide said, how did you find it? Where did you find it? Look at that rear damage. This car was abandoned on the side of the street back in April. Shows it went to police impound, shows up at this used car lot. Cop said it's a totally different car, not the same car. But they wouldn't give us the VIN number. But I'm in Hollywood now. But I just need someone brave enough to tell our story. And not just our story, because along this journey, I found other families like ours. There's so much going on in Houston that Houston is covering up. Just look at these.
And she was found hung in Texas. The police asked no questions. Homicide didn't even come to the scene. My daughter's holding a cell phone in her hand. How is that possible?
So I am reporting live where HPD alleges that Aaliyah Wilson herself right up here. See that? Yeah. Now look at some bullshit. Look at this. So they allege that she left her apartment where you clearly see dirt. You see leaves. She came up these stairs where she hangs herself with a bed sheet. Hey, talk Uncle Paul here. I'm here with the mom of Xavier. Tell us a little bit about your story, Mama.
Xavier was a 19-year-old that walked to the store, not with me anymore. So we're trying to get his story told, trying to get his name out there so the whole world knows what happened to him. And we do need justice for Xavier.
Justice for Xavier.
Justice for Xavier.
Location that,
Here's where his life was taken. Here's where Xavier took his last breaths, right here on the concrete, y'all. Anybody been arrested yet? Nope. No arrest yet, y'all. Hey, TikTok, Uncle Paul here. This is 59 Inc. This is where they found Taylor Clark at the back of the tattoo shop after they locked her in overnight. She came here to touch up a tattoo and to sell her tattoos off. She didn't leave here alive.
Fox 26 is dedicated to shining a light on the thousands of people who go missing from the greater Houston area.
Crystal Lopez last saw her son, Jonathan Giorgiani, in person on December 31st, 2021.
He was staying with his girlfriend at the time. He had left for some reason, went to go visit some friends, and no one has seen him ever since.
These are just a few of the families I've been working with, but I can't do it alone. What I need is someone in Hollywood brave enough to help. And I know you're out there. Please get in touch with me. Why was he here for 3 hours? If he was alive, why was he here for 3 hours?
Uncle Paul, man, it's really hard to find the words, especially because, man, we had plans. We had plans on working on AJ's case. I mean, I have messages of us getting together, trying to talk about the podcast, trying to get answers for AJ. Tragically, Uncle Paul passed on Thanksgiving. He had his own troubles, but he didn't ever let that stop him from helping other families, and that's what made this man so amazing. So, Conception, this one is for you. This one is for your brother. We're going to find him, man. We have to find little AJ. Let's find him for Paul. Let's find him for Conception. Let's find him for all the mothers out there who have lost their children. Their children are missing the holidays, man. That's tough. That is so tough to sit here during the holidays and not know where your son is. To not know where your child is. I couldn't imagine that feeling. I really hope that I can gain and have you guys support, man. Like and follow my page. Leave in the comments if y'all have a case that y'all want me to work on. There's so many people out there that don't have a chance to get their voice out there to mainstream media. That's what I'm here for. I'm trying to get these voices out here. I want to get these stories heard. Nobody wants to let their loved one's story die, especially when they don't have answers. Everybody is important. We are human beings. We are one, y'all. Losing a loved one to an act of violence, or somebody like AJ that's just missing, where you know that violence happened, but there's no way to prove it, man. He's out there. He's missing. It hurts my heart just knowing this. So please, y'all, show me some support. Follow, like, subscribe. Welcome to Crimes Among Us. On average, 40% of murders in the U.S. go unsolved. Once a case becomes cold, it is treated as a non-priority. The families that are left without justice need answers. Their cases deserve your undivided attention. Tune in next time and help me ensure what's done in the dark will always come to the light.